Hello everyone, my name is Angela Pazzi. Welcome to another Waldom Executive Series. With me today, Simon Midmore from Farnell. Welcome to our Waldom Executive Series. How are you today?
Doing very well, Angela. Nice to meet you today. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for having me in your facility here in Leeds. So I would like to start with a little bit of you introducing yourself. Who is Simon Midmore?
Yeah, so Simon Midmore. I'm the global head of the industrial category here at Farnell. I've been with the Farnell organisation for 19 years now, predominantly in supplier and product roles, but I've actually been in the industry now for over 30 years. So,
And for someone who's been in this industry for such a long time, how would you describe the market we're in today?
I think at Farnell, and obviously we're part of the Avnet organisation, we saw record growth post-COVID, certainly in the years 21 and 22. And clearly, I think 23 has been a bit of a different story for us. We have seen some slowdown in the market. We speak to many of our supplier partners, and clearly there is a lot of inventory out there in the channel. But I think there is some optimism as well. And as we know, through the purveyance of electronics, there's an awful lot of content that's needed. So I think although we're going through this market cycle and correction, I think the outlook is still quite positive, and a lot of that is driven by some of the newer applications that are needed through electric vehicle and renewable energies, for example. So yeah, I think a little bit difficult at the moment, but certainly a lot of optimism out there as well.
I like very much the word optimism, but I don't hear it that often, unfortunately, when I talk to other people from our industry. So how do you see the trend? What do you think is going to be the outlook for 2024 from your personal perspective?
I think it's a very difficult question to answer. And then, you get lots of varying opinions about what we think is going to happen in 2024. But the way I look at it is, because of that demand and just the amount of electronics content that is out there and the applications need, I do think we will return to growth. And certainly I think Farnell is positioning itself very well to do that. So despite the cycle we're going through now, we're still investing in inventory with our partners. We're still bringing new technologies to the market. So we're still making those investments to our inventory, but also through other areas such as e-commerce, just to make sure we can support with the best possible customer experience. And yeah, we're definitely positioning ourselves for growth in the future.
Now, you've been partnered with Waldom for many, many years. And if I think about Waldom, I think about below MOQ solution. I think about the extensive breadth of inventory on different brands. I think about also access management solutions. So how is your experience so far with Waldom? I mean, being our strategic partner for so many years, how is Waldom helping your channel? How is Waldom helping your strategy?
Yeah, great question. I think 2 years ago, we had a conversation with Waldom, and we used to treat you as a very reactive type of partner. We decided that as we expand our ranges and we add more products, we wanted more of a strategic partnership with Waldom. So as we expand ranges, clearly you're going further down list of parts that potentially have less customers in the channel. So in those circumstances, we need to think differently about how do we order minimum order quantities and our inventory investments. So I think Waldom then play a critical part. So we can use you as a partner to help us purchase lower quantities so we can serve customers with inventory. But I think we've also expanded that relationship. We now use you for direct ship solutions. And also you help us manage our inventory. So that's been another great development, that we have an arrangement with you where we place orders and we essentially build up credit with Waldom. So that helps us manage some of our excess back to you. So I think the solution overall has worked really well from us. And we also see the investments you make in your line card. So I think historically we've focused on some of the top connector brands, and we can see the investments you're making in other technologies such as passives and electromechanical. And I think there are further opportunities, because we don't want to just focus our investments in the top connector brands. We want to expand that across our range and portfolio. So as you expand your range, I think that brings us additional opportunities to invest more in Waldom and utilize your strength, which is essentially offering those lower MOQs and the technology we want to invest in.
So you mentioned, of course, inventory, which is a very hot topic right now in our industry. And you also mentioned how you've been using Waldom solutions to help you keep your inventory turns very healthy. Can you elaborate a little bit more about how the Waldom 3-for-1 exchange program is helping you solve your needs on access side?
I would say it's a fairly unique program that we have with Waldom. It clearly helps us manage the health of our inventory. So the 3-to-1 deal, clearly we're going to continue to invest in those products through yourselves that our customers need, and it's just a very complementary way, I would say, of managing our excess. And so I just see this as another mechanism to manage our inventory health, and it works really well for us, and it's something I see as fairly unique in the marketplace.
we are giving you the opportunity to get the full credit for your access, and then to use that credit to place the 3 times the value of what you return, to buy new product that you could actually turn, that you have demand for. And so with this solution in mind, could you compare this with any other options that there is in the market right now? Or as you said, you would say this is fairly a unique solution?
I mean, there are other providers that offer, I wouldn't say it's similar, but they manage excess from other manufacturers and distributors, but there's nothing that's set up in this way where we can basically build up credit that helps manage the health of our inventory. And I see this as a model that will continue because, as I mentioned before, we want to look at other products, other suppliers to utilize with Waldom outside of what we've traditionally done in the interconnect space. So I think we've spent some time getting the model set up with Waldom. It's now running relatively smoothly, and we want to continue because it just helps manage the health of our inventory.
And if you think about any other solutions, what are the other highlights of the strategy that, and how Waldom has been supporting you all these years in terms of the programs?
I would say it's the relationship, actually, first and foremost, with the team. You're very open. You're always coming to us with different ideas and suggestions. And I think what's exciting for us is how you expand and invest in your line card. So every time we meet, you've signed up new lines, and they're all important suppliers to us too. So I think we want to take the principles of what we've done in the interconnect space and apply those to other categories. And as we just discussed today, I've seen many new passive franchises that you've now signed up for the Waldom model that we also have on our line card. So again, it's complementary to what we're doing as we expand our ranges further.
I'm very excited to see the future with many new lines that we're planning to sign, where we'll be able to continue supporting your growth. I would like to thank you so much for this interview today.
Thank you.
For your time. It's always great to be in your facility in Leeds. We look forward to continue supporting your growth in all these next coming years.
Yeah, no, thank you, Anna. As I said, you're a strategic partner to us. It's a great model which we want to utilize further as we broaden across our product and supplier offer. Thank you very much.
And for all of you watching us today, thank you so much for being with us. And we look forward to another Waldom Executive Series. Stay tuned.